Hi there folks, hope you're doing well. In this video we'll get familiar with the geocoding process in ArcGIS Pro. Geocoding is a method that converts descriptive information such as addresses, postal codes, street names, or place names into geographic locations on a map. In this tutorial, we'll walk through the main steps of geocoding based on the official Esri training, learning how to find addresses on a map, geocode a table of addresses, and build our own custom locators. Part 1. Address Search and Geocoding a Table of Addresses. In this section, we'll cover two main steps. 1. Find Address. In this step, we'll locate our address. To begin, open ArcGIS Pro and add the required data to your project. All the layers and files needed for this tutorial are available via a link provided in the video description for download. If you don't have the data, you can download it and follow along with the video. To find an address on a map, go to the Map tab, select the Locate option, and click on Search. From the panel on the right, you can enter the desired address in the search box. I've prepared a few addresses in advance. If you don't have any, you can use the sample address from Esri. Simply copy the address, paste it into the software search box, and press Enter. The address's location will then be displayed on a map. Geocode a table of addresses. In the next step, we'll geocode a table containing multiple addresses. To do this, go to the Geoprocessing section and search for the Geocode Addresses tool. In the Input Table field, select the Customers layer. In the Address Locators section, enter the Atlanta locator. Leave the other settings as their default values and click Run. After the processing is complete, a new point layer containing the geocoding results will be created. Part 2. Correcting unmatched addresses, rematch addresses from a geocoded feature class. In this section, we'll review addresses that were not geocoded correctly. To do so, right-click on the output layer, go to Data, and from the drop-down menu, select Rematch Addresses to enter the rematch environment. Here we can see that some records have not been matched, and we need to match them manually. For example, in the City field, enter Atlanta and press Enter. Then in the State filter, enter GA, the abbreviation for Georgia, and press Enter again. For a record that hasn't been matched, select that field, fill in the required information, and choose the Match option to align the record with its correct location. Repeat this process for all unmatched addresses until every record is successfully matched and no unmatched records remain. Part 3. Creating Custom Locators. In this section, we'll create two different types of locators. Create Locators. To build a locator, search for and run the Create Locator tool from the Geoprocessing section. Set the country to United States, set the rule to street address, set the primary table to streets. Then fill up the fields according to the official Esri training. These fields are filled based on your data, so if you're using your own data set, you'll need to fill them up accordingly. Here I'm filling the fields according to the default Esri values. Set the language code to English and click on Optional Parameters to expand the drop-down and adjust additional settings. Under Alternate Street Name, set the rule to Alternate Street Name and specify alt name as a table. Again, fill in the fields using the default values from the Esri training. Here I mistakenly selected state instead of street. Make sure that the rule field is set to street. Next, as mentioned in the training, under Custom Outputs field, add the CFCC field. Essentially, we're adding a field called CFCC to the existing fields. Set the Precision tab to Global Extra High. If I scroll back up, you'll see that two sections have been added, CFCC left and CFCC right. As per the training, we set their values to CFCC as well. Finally, click on Run. Now that the locator has been created, head over to the Catalog section. Navigate to your Projects folder, and you'll see that your locator has been successfully built. You can now use it to search for addresses. To do a search, go to the Map tab, click on Locate, and choose Search. In the panel on the right, under Settings, you can see that our locator is active. I'll disable the other two options. Now, if I enter a random address I prepared earlier into the search box and press Enter, the location will be displayed on a map. Create multi-rule locator. In the next step, we'll create a multi-rule locator. First, I'll add the data related to this section. As I mentioned earlier, I'll make this data available for you to practice with if you wish. Now that the data has been added, go back to the Geoprocessing toolbox. You can access this by going to the Analysis tab and clicking on Tools. Here, search for and open the Create Locator tool. Set the first rule to point address and the primary table to address points. Then complete the corresponding fields as per the training. Next, add a new rule of type street address and set the primary table to roads. This will add a new set of fields, which will fill in according to training. Then create another rule of type zip and select the zip codes table. This will add two more fields that also need to be completed. After filling in the fields, set the language code to English and the precision type to Global Extra High. Finally, run the tool to create the multi-rule locator. Again, from the Catalog section and your project path, you can see that the multi-locator has been created. Creating a locator for points of interest. Now let's add the data for this section. In this step, we'll combine the park data using the Merge tool. From the Geoprocessing section, search for the Merge tool. Enter all the data as inputs and click Run. Then run the Create Locator tool again. Set the rule to POI and set the primary table to the output of the merge process, for example, parks merge. Complete the fields according to the Esri training and run the tool. Once processing is complete, the POI locator will be created, allowing you to search for parks and other points of interest. Okay guys, that's it for this video. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with the ones who might need it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the future tutorials on GIS, spatial analysis, and ArcGIS Pro workflows. Also, let me know in the comments which type of locators are you most likely to use in your work. I'd love to hear about your use cases. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe.